Okay. You know, I feel like yeah, I'm using a different microphone. I think this one might sound better. I feel like taking a trip down memory lane. See, we are what? Eight. We're in our late teens, 18, 19, in the 20s or 30s or even 40s, I guess you could say, or whatever. But no matter how much we say that, oh, I don't like Reading Rainbow. I don't like Bear in the Big Blue House. I don't like Phineas and Ferb. I didn't used to watch the Fox Kids programming block on, your local Fox station. We all know that we used to watch that stuff. We all used to enjoy Digimon on Fox and Bear in the Big Blue House on Disney and the 1950s Zorro on Disney. What was it? I think it used to be at midnight or 12:30 a.m. And we, Toonami. Who did like Toonami? Okay, I think everybody likes Toonami. Uh, you know, uh, some of the other programming blocks. Kids WB, your local WB station, and we all enjoyed those back in the 80s and the 90s and uh, I'd say probably even the early 2000s and even some of the shows of today. But this is mostly when we're younger, we used to watch things like Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground, and someone asks hey, do you remember Sonic the Hedgehog? No, I don't remember Sonic the Hedgehog at all. But you're secretly thinking, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I thought this felt like a topic worthy of vlogging about because I will not deny it. I'm almost 20. I'm 18, but I remember Sonic Underground. I used to love that show. Manic, my favorite character used to be. I remember Bear in the Big Blue House and Little Bill. And I think everybody used to have this favorite Blues Clues with Steve. Yes. Yes. I remember the early 90s show Dinosaurs. Not the mama. You remember that? I know you remember that. Don't you sit there and say I don't remember that. You know you remember that. You know you remember that. Uh I mean, these were shows that we just enjoyed, and we might not have been old enough to have gotten all the humor in there that you now can catch as an adult or late teenager. But they were still funny. They were still visually stimulating, and they were still visually appealing. And it feels like taking a walk down memory lane, remembering what you used to watch as a kid, and wishing, gosh, good golly, Miss Molly, I wish I was still a kid. Those were the days. But those were, you remember them, Holy childhood, Batman. I miss those days. And that's another thing I used to watch. I used to watch the 1960s Batman TV show on TV Land and Gilligan's Island in the early 2000s. I would stay up late, 4:30, 4 and 4:30 in the morning to catch episodes of it because it wasn't in production. This is the early 2000s on TV Land. The show was made in the 60s. Naturally, it's not going to still be in production. I mean, Burt Ward and Adam West have aged. I mean, I think they've aged pretty well, but they've aged, and there's no way they can still look exactly the same as they did in the '60s. But I used to stay up late, pretend I was asleep, just to catch those and hear, Robin's holy this and holy that, stuff like holy guacamole, Batman. The famous yes, and to hear the Joker's his outburst of laughter. The way he used to do it. And the penguins, all that there, and the Riddler's like, it's a high pitched laugh, and all the riddles. Riddle me this, Batman. And I used to love those, and who doesn't? And I don't know how true this can be, but I've been saying this the entire time. Who does not remember the 1990s Batman animated series with Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker. Back then, you're just like, dude, it's Batman and Robin and the Joker. But you didn't know who was doing the voice of the Joker, now did you? And when you find out it's Mark Hamill, it's like, the Luke Skywalker? The guy from the Guyver? The, biggest star from, Star Wars? Yeah, I mean, it blows your mind at first, and later you get used to it, and you even start to try to imitate the Joker's voice, which, by the way, is not easy to imitate at all. I still can't do it. I still can't do his laugh, but whatever. This is fun. This is for entertainment purposes only. But yes, those were the days of the childhood that were so mesmerizingly awesome that you wish you could just go back and experience all over again. Look at this. Oh. Now you've got college, work, and everything because you're older. You may want to grow up when you're a kid, but once you get older, it's like, I wish I was a kid again. What do you think? Post your comments below and just let me know what you think. Check my profile for the... Screw it, just post your comments below, please. I'd like to see what you think about this and see how many trips down memory lane you'll have.